Hey guys, welcome back to DirtSheets.com video reviews. I'm Zach Brown. With me as always, David Martell, who is a heel this week. Hashtag heel. And this week, we're going to be talking all about TNA and how they've gone on the road. They had their most recent episode in Manchester, United Kingdom.
They're not officially on the road.
I know, but really this is their first one.
They go to England every year.
Right.
I think around this time of the year.
Right.
Could be wrong.
Yeah, and I think they were saying what their first appearance is Chicago? Yeah, I think it was Chicago. So, but I mean, this is like the first unofficial on the road one. I have to say, honestly, I feel this is a new era of wrestling. I honestly believe that. A new era because
for
it's
TNA
for TNA, but also kind of for wrestling, just because it's like TNA reaching this level of having just stadiums to go to on the road, or at least event centers. Mm-hmm. It gives a whole new feeling to the show. I honestly believe that.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait and see. My thing is, they go to England every year. The crowds are always awesome in England, even when TNA goes there. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. It does feel awesome. It feels like it's bigger. But I want to see them go on the road in the United States and see if we get the same type of crowd, the same type of feel.
I think they will, especially in certain cities.
I think Chicago is definitely a great first city.
Oh yeah, for
sure. If they stay in like all the big wrestling cities like Philadelphia and New York and stuff like that, then they should find an easier time getting bigger crowds.
I completely agree. And a good example of this was at the top of that show. This is what? Okay, what day did the show take place? No. Like when this shut up. When this video comes out, we're actually going to be reviewing the week prior. Actually, I don't remember exactly what date that is, but at the top of the show, they had Aces and Eights with Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff stating their reasons why they turned on Kurt Angle, which, I mean, any wrestling fan could have seen coming a million miles away.
Yeah,
we predicted this months ago on our podcast. But, it's just, it was a good promo. It was a good first segment of the show because the crowd was so white hot. Ridiculous.
They ate it up.
Yeah, I loved it. They had some strong matches on this show. They had the X Division Triple Threat match, which consisted of RVD, Kenny King, and Zema Ion. I think they had a good match. You told me earlier you're like the wrong person won, which I agree. I do agree with that.
RVD.
I like RVD okay, but I'm a bigger Kenny King fan and probably even a bigger Zema Ion
Kenny
fan.
King, you like Zema Ion?
I'm okay with him. No. More than RVD. I like Kenny King the most.
Okay. I was gonna say.
No.
Kenny King reminds me of Shelton Benjamin in a way.
Yeah, a little bit. Like a thinner, younger
version.
Yeah, sure. He's more high flyer.
He's a solid wrestler.
Yeah, he's good. I can't speak highly enough of the tag match that took place on the show. I love the team of Aries and Rude.
Yeah.
I love how they won with Rude kind of abandoning Aries in the middle of the match, as well as how they turned it around in the end. It was a very physical match, very fast paced. I love that they're the new tag team champions because
Chavo.
No, I don't. Chavo and Hernandez. As much as I love Hernandez and I appreciate Chavo, as much as I feel that way, we needed some new tag champions. In fact, I really wish it had been Daniels and Kazarian this whole time.
This is my thing with Aries and Rude together. Yeah. It reminds me of Daniels and Kaz, and it's like they're really similar. And I'm kind of disappointed that Kaz and Daniels didn't get this, opportunity.
It's like it's two power guys, big egos.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're getting a little overshadowed by the bigger names.
I don't know. I'd love to see a feud between the two teams. That's a mega feud.
Who knows? That could be in the works.
But Hernandez and Chavo are probably going to be still in the mix for a long time coming. So.
Oh man.
We'll see. Okay, a few other things. I have to talk about this interaction between Hogan and Bully Ray backstage. It kind of drove me crazy because Bully Ray's promo made zero sense. He's basically.
I didn't mind his part.
No, well, let me first say why it makes zero sense. He goes, "Let me tell you something, Hulk. I am not a nice guy. Yeah, I remember what happened with Aces and Eights and what they did to your sweet daughter, my wife. I remember what they did to Sting It's like, wait, so what? Are you a good guy or are you a bad guy? Like, it's stupid. Like, he might as well be like saying like, yeah, no, I'm a bad guy. Yeah, I helped those kids cross that road. Yeah, I got the lunch money back from that other kid that stole it. But I am a bully.
I think
what are you talking about?
As he's a bad guy and he's like the wrong guy for them.
But he listed nothing that makes him bad. He was just like, and just because I'm a sweet guy to your daughter.
But that was like the bad part. That wasn't the worst part.
That was a bad segment for sure.
The worst part was after that.
What? Dad. yeah. When Bully Ray calls him dad, it's just so cringeworthy. I know he means to like kind of give him the jab, but perfect. Yeah, and what was that? Hulk Hogan looked very heelish. Yeah, he looked like he was just like this scheming, like, perfect. Yeah, it was just like, what?
My plan has come together.
Yeah, exactly. I just did not understand that at all. Let me see, what else happened on the show?
I want to talk about the Sting and Bully Ray.
Huh? Also Sting and Bully Ray had an interaction backstage. That was wonderful.
Put on the wall paint.
Why? Could he be more of just like a face that has nothing to do with how his character is? Yeah, I don't. And then during the tables match, he's like getting crowd interactions and stuff, and he's just pointing and Showtime. It's just like.
If Sting had a shirt that said Showtime,
I know, he should get it.
Maybe he does have one.
Shirt.
I want one.
Well, he's wearing his Hall of Fame shirt right now.
I would not buy that.
But something else that is worth talking about is this British boot camp. This Rockstar Spud guy that comes through. First of all, I have to go on record saying I wish all those guys had contracts.
They seemed all pretty decent.
Right, exactly. I was way more interested than any of like the Tough Enough contestants or something. I wish, yeah.
I think they will.
Yeah, because
OEW,
right. Because the other guy had a really good look, and I mean, like as if they're not going to jump on two British twins. Yeah. So yeah. That being said, this Rockstar Spud guy has a good look. I actually really
he's only 4'10", but I mean the look.
Look, he does have a good look.
He'd be a great X Division guy.
Yeah, I think that is squarely where he fits in with the company or tag team maybe. I think that I was actually shocked to be entertained by Robbie E here. He did a very funny promo, jumping on Robbie E's back and all that. Robbie turned on him, yeah, and I'm fine with that, but.
You know, I still hate both of them.
Yeah. Well,
Rob Terry is the worst wrestler.
Robbie E is winning me over on the promo side. Not on wrestling, but promos. He's decent. He's funny. He's funny.
Should be fired for terribleness.
Yeah, I'm not a Rob Terry fan either.
For all.
And the tables match at the end, decently entertaining, I thought.
Until they bulked it up.
Yeah, what is that? Just because you're his son-in-law, you're going to start hulking up now?
Dad.
Yeah, seriously. I'm going to take your finisher, Dad. It's just like, I don't know what to think about that.
I hope they do one of those dad and son potato sack.
You're going to put like an egg on a spoon. Just like, come on, son.
I want to see them doing those type of
three-legged race. Whoa. That's my car alarm.
Good job, Zach.
I know.
Ruined the entire episode.
Well, and we're back from my car alarm going off. That was embarrassing.
You failed.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and rate the show. Unless I'm missing segments. I mean, obviously, there's a knockouts title defense.
I thought it was a non-title.
It was. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was non-title. Jess Walker won. Whatever. I was the one that told you in the moment.
Yeah,
anyway. And then there was Jesse and James Storm. James Storm's really coming off like Stone Cold these days.
He does. I like James Storm a lot.
I liked him here. He had some funny things to say.
A lot.
He had some very funny things to say, but yeah, it's just like
said,
really taking
give me a hell yeah.
Right. I mean, especially when he starts drinking the beers.
I am a big fan of James Storm. I wish he was a bigger part of the show.
Yeah.
I don't like
I'm fine with
Jesse.
him.
Jesse is one of the worst people they have.
All right.
He should die. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
He should not die.
Anyway, so with that, let's go ahead and rate the show. What do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 7. 7. I thought it was a decent show.
Yeah.
I do like the feel of the crowd. I like them in England. I hope this carries on when they actually go on the road. I like the Ace and 8 stuff because it feels big. It feels. I mean, really I'm still like searching for that main event guy who could win the title because I feel like that's what they really need to solidify themselves. But I enjoyed the show. I mean, it was a decent show.
I really enjoyed the show a lot. There were some low points, but overall it just feels bigger. It feels like must see. It feels like these companies are now in competition. WWE and TNA, I think the gap is not that wide now. I mean, it still is, but it isn't. I mean, there's things they need to work on. There's things they need to work on. Like for one thing, I think that TNA should get better lighting in the arena. They should have a better lighting rig. Maybe that's not something that they can control.
For it, Zach.
I think they do, but whatever. So
what did you give it?
I probably give it a 7.5. So yeah, it's a good show. You should definitely seek it out if you can. And I really am excited to see more of these shows as they get more on the road in Chicago and other places. All right, let's talk about Elimination Chamber. We're going to preview the show and hopefully either have a review next week or just an overall discussion of the show. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'm looking forward to this show. I think there's a couple things they've done wrong. There's only one chamber match. No titles defended in the chamber.
There might be 2 chamber matches. It just hasn't been announced yet.
As of right now, the 6-man tag match, we're going to be talking about it as if it is not in the chamber. Although I could tell you how it could go if it were in the chamber, but we'd get to it later. Okay, first match on the card, Antonio Cesaro versus The Miz for the U.S. title. Who do you pick here?
Cesaro, because I hate The Miz.
Yeah. I like your logic.
I just don't see Cesaro losing it anytime soon. I don't see. I still don't feel like Miz is the viable opponent he needs to make some big feud.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well, what do you think of Miz recently kind of injured CM Punk a little bit, or almost did.
Hopefully he gets fired. I'm just kidding. I don't hate the Miz like that. I hate his character now.
Right.
But I like Cesaro more anyways. Even if Miz was a heel again, I still am more of a Cesaro fan.
Oh, me too. Way more.
He's just that good. And I don't see any reason for him to lose it here.
He was our Rookie of the Year.
He was our Rookie of the Year. And I don't see him losing it.
I don't see it. It's gonna be. It could be a very decent match. Hopefully put on Cesaro's shoulders. But yeah, I don't think he's losing it here. Caitlyn versus Tamina Snuka in a Divas title match. I'm going to go with Caitlyn because she's a fresh champion.
I'm also going to go with Caitlyn because she, like you said, she's a fresh champion. I like Tamina. I think she's a very good wrestler.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And definitely in the future, I could see her holding it.
Yeah.
But I don't really see her losing it here. I don't see why.
Yeah, neither do I. I think it could be a decent match.
I definitely think this could be a very good Divas match. It has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I agree.
They just need time. Tamina has shown that she could bring people.
Oh yeah,
have great
totally.
Matches, so.
What was that match?
Her and Beth Phoenix.
Her and Beth Phoenix, was that it?
I think it was last year.
Yeah,
around this time.
It was. No, it was.
Was it not Beth?
That was. Well, I think it was Beth, but that was maybe at Extreme Rules or something along those lines.
Oh, I thought it was Elimination Chamber.
Was it? Maybe I think it was something.
It was last year.
But they delivered a great match. Yeah, I agree. The Shield versus Ryback, John Cena, and Sheamus.
The Shield being put to slaughter.
Yes. Can we just go ahead and say that now? Is there any way that they win here? The three maybe biggest main eventers of the company? Like, could we just bury them more?
Well, okay. They have not been buried yet at all. They have not. They're still going
Raw
strong.
2 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, they have to get payback eventually. That's what happens. They have to get beat up eventually.
Okay.
My thing is, if this is in the chamber, I'm going to say if it is. There's potential.
Sure. Yeah.
There's thoughts of it being kind of, in a sense, a war game style, where 2 men start in the ring.
Yeah.
You know,
and then the other 4 on 1. Yeah.
And stuff like that. I could see it going that way, where the Shield can potentially win by numbers, early in the match, and that'd be great. I think that'd be
until last remaining pod, John Cena. And he eliminates all three at the end. That's going to happen. If it's in the chamber, the Shield could get through Sheamus and could get through Ryback, but John Cena will be the final pod opening, and he will eliminate either 2 or 3. That I would guarantee you.
You were probably right.
Yeah.
How else could that happening?
Because going into WrestleMania, who needs to look strong?
Yeah. John Cena has to beat The Rock.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do think John Cena, Ryback, Sheamus will win.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, because I don't want them to.
Regardless of if it takes place in the chamber or not, they will win.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay, and the only Elimination Chamber match announced officially on the card that has any sort of title implications anyway.
Any meaning at all.
Right. Jack Swagger versus Chris Jericho versus Daniel Bryan versus Kane versus Mark Henry and Randy Orton. So this is going to be difficult.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
Off the top of my head, I don't have someone I could pick to go to WrestleMania for the title. None of these guys were in my picture of being in a world title match. None of them. Let's do a process of elimination. Kane and Dan Bryan won't win.
Right.
They're going to somehow have some problems where they eliminate each other. I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Jack Swagger will win.
No, way too fresh.
I mean, it's great that he's in this match, and I like him in this match.
I like him in this match too, but he's just in this match.
I'm happy that he's in the match. And he does have a new manager. I don't know if you knew that. Dutch Mantel actually came back on Raw.
Whoa!
And he was his new manager.
No, I haven't. I've yet to watch Raw.
He has a different name. I forget what his name is. But so that happened on Raw.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting where Jack Swagger plays in this match. Mark Henry is a very good possible winner because I like Mark Henry.
I like Mark Henry too, but he just
If I had to pick 2 people that could win this, it'll be Randy Orton or Mark Henry. Those are my 2 picks. I do not know because you have to think. Is it going to be? It would make sense this way. Big Show beats Del Rio, and then Big Show and Mark Henry, since Mark Henry lost the title to Big Show where Daniel Bryan cashed in. That's a logical matchup.
Okay.
Not the best matchup for WrestleMania for world title. I'll agree.
Right.
Because I know that's what you're going to say.
No.
But that makes sense.
Okay. I see some logic there. That's definitely a path they could take.
It's a path that makes sense.
So you're going to pick one person and
if I had to pick one person right now, I'll pick Mark Henry.
Woo! Wow, bold. World's strongest man. Bold choice.
What are your thoughts?
And in a week's time, we could both look like idiots.
Yeah,
but
you will.
Thank you. I'm honestly probably going to go with Chris Jericho.
Oh, I didn't even mention Chris Jericho. You think Chris Jericho?
I think so, because I think he's the most proven main eventer besides Randy Orton.
If you think about it.
I think Ziggler cashing in on this main event.
He wins some rematch.
Yep.
Jericho
Ziggler. That would be perfect.
Can I take my pick back?
Do you now predict Chris Jericho?
Because that makes even more sense. And
that's
a match I would rather
Although
see.
it's just so far from the current title picture, it's difficult.
Well, before they were predicting Sheamus, Randy Orton, and that was far. Last month that's what they were like. This is what's going to happen.
I mean, with Orton winning this, that could still happen. I mean, somehow, Sheamus could win some number one.
Wakes up.
It's not some miracle. It's not some miracle. They can book whatever they want.
Jericho.
Jericho, I think, could be, an outside chance.
Why do you have to throw that at me?
I read you the names. You could have said
Did you read Chris Jericho?
Yes! I did not read it. We can replay it back.
I want to see Jericho Ziggler.
That's a match I want to see for WrestleMania. That's the best possible match, I think. Orton Sheamus would be good too, but
I'm gonna go with you. I'll go with you on that.
All right.
I'm gonna switch my idea because I didn't think about Jericho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. Alberto Del Rio versus Big Show. I think this match could be decent, like their recent matches have been decent.
I think what you said is gonna happen.
Ziggler cashing in.
I think Ziggler will join this match with his cash in and win.
Join the match?
Because then, I mean, I don't
Join
know.
the match.
I don't know. It's hard to say because there has to be some type of rematch somewhere.
They're gonna happen before WrestleMania, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Either way, Ziggler's
whatever
gonna come out on
reason.
top. If this match stands alone, I think.
I just hope he does cash in. I don't want to see either of these men in the main event for WrestleMania.
Big Show, maybe he's gonna.
It could become triple threat-ish towards WrestleMania.
It's hard to say because Del Rio is getting over for some reason.
The booking is difficult to judge right now.
Pick. Who do you pick? You say who you pick. Then I'll throw in something.
I think Del Rio will retain.
Oh yeah, he's the champion.
Yeah, he is.
Del
the
Rio
champion.
will retain.
Del Rio will retain.
Big Show knockout punch.
Hopefully,
Ziggler cashes
Ziggler
in.
cashing in. Yeah. Whoever Ziggler cashes in on, it's possible. But yes. I predict Del Rio to win. Ziggler cash in. And finally, The Rock versus CM Punk, their rematch. CM Punk's granting him a rematch. And I don't know, it's just more
disappointment
pain,
in the future.
more of my bleeding heart of watching CM Punk lose again. It's just bound to happen.
Yeah, The Rock's gonna win.
Yeah,
what was the point of giving him the title
if he
wasn't gonna have it at
Chamber.
WrestleMania to lose it to John Cena?
Exactly. It breaks my heart to say it, but The Rock, and you know what? I hope that The Rock and CM Punk can find a little more chemistry this time around, because they did not have it at Royal Rumble, I feel.
No.
The match was not that great. It was maybe 2.5 stars at best for me, and I don't know. I hope that they work more stuff out in the ring, and I don't know, just get to know each other a little more in the ring.
Hopefully it's better.
Yeah. The Rock getting beaten up for the whole time and then coming back at the end is not an entertaining match to me. So I don't know. Maybe he'll gas out. I don't know. Maybe he has a gas tank problem with all of the weight he has.
These roids he ingests.
That's speculative, but I mean, yeah. I love The Rock, but yeah. Okay, so I guess that is it for our preview of the Chamber. I don't know. I'm on the fence about buying it, honestly.
I would still want to see it, even just for the SmackDown Chamber. It would be a good
Yeah,
to see.
yeah. There are reasons to buy, but I just wish there were more Chamber matches. At the end of the day, that's what I wish.
6 Chamber matches is all I want. 6.
Yeah.
6. The whole show Chamber matches.
Like Lockdown. I think that exists already. No. Anyway. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Watch Elimination Chamber. Check out our discussion of it next week, and keep reading the dirt sheets. Have a good week in wrestling, guys.